Hi, it's Miss Lisa from the St. Paris Public Library. Today's Anytime story is called Killer Plants. Killer plants attack. Plants are engineered by nature to survive in their environments. They adapt to get the food and space they need to grow. Some species also have special defenses to keep hungry animals away. Fast fact: water hemlock looks innocent but is poisonous. But its poison can kill a victim in just 15 minutes. Most plants make their own food from sunlight and air. This process is called photosynthesis. Some plants trap insects or other animals to get extra food. Others steal nutrients from other plants. These killer plants strangle, stab, or even poison their victims. Did you know water hemlock is the most poisonous plant in North America? A small amount is enough to kill a cow or even a human. Venus flytrap. A Venus flytrap opens its leaves wide to trap prey. Its sweet-smelling nectar attracts a fly. The insect lands on the leaf, bending its short, stiff hairs. Snap! The leaf slams shut. Spikes around its edges lock together. They keep the fly from escaping. The trap closes tightly. It squashes the fly. The plant releases special substances that break down the body into tiny pieces. Then the plant digests its victims. Did you know? Venus flytraps grow in soils that are low in nutrients. They catch insects to get nutrients they need to survive. Some even capture small frogs. If a fallen leaf causes the trap to close, the plant opens to let the wind blow the leaf away. Engineering in practice. The spikes on a Venus flytrap form a cage. See how this works using your own two hands. Rest your hands on a table and place your palms and fingers together. Pull your palms apart, still resting on the table at the wrist. Spread your paired fingers out so there are gaps between them. Lace your fingers together and fold them over. Now you have made a fly trap. Pincher plants. Pitcher plants. A pitcher plant looks like a jug with a wide bottom. It lures insects into its deadly trap. They come to feast on its sugary nectar. Instead, they get a nasty surprise. Inside the pitcher, insects slide down its waxy, slippery walls. They fall into a pool of deadly liquid at the bottom. This liquid breaks them down into a sort of soup that the plant soaks up. Big pitcher plants can even attract and digest mice, frogs, and lizards. Fast fact: some pitchers are so big they can drown a rat. Did you know a lid keeps rain from filling the pitcher? This would make the pitcher so heavy that it would break off the leaf. Lid, pitcher. Sundew. The sneaky sundew lives in places where the soil is low in nutrients. To survive, the sundew traps prey in sticky hairs on its leaves. These work like fly paper. A sundew can kill its victims within 15 minutes, but it takes weeks to fully digest. The sundew spreads out the long hairs on its leaves. Nectar on the hair tips attracts insects. When one lands, it becomes trapped in the sticky glue. There is no escape. Other hairs on the leaf curl around its prey. The plant then slowly absorbs its victim. Did you know a sticky droplet at the end of the sundew's hair looks like dew glistening in the sun? That's how the plant got its name. Bladderwort. The bladderwort plant floats in lakes, bogs, and streams. It has tiny underwater pouches called bladders that trap animals. It uses its prey to get the extra nutrients it needs. Each bladder has a trap door that is usually closed. The trap door is surrounded by small hairs. If a water flea or other tiny animal makes these hairs move, whoosh, the trap door opens in a flash. The prey is sucked inside. The door slams shut. The victim is then digested inside the bladder. Fast fact. The bladderwort absorbs its prey quickly. It resets a trap to catch another snack within 30 minutes. Did you know bladderworts are one of the fastest plants in the world? Their bladders open and close so quickly people cannot see it happen. Corkscrew plant. Above ground, the corkscrew plant's clusters of leaves looks innocent, but beneath the soil, its long white leaves are a death trap. These special leaves have spiral tubes running through them. Each tube is lined with hairs that point inward. Did you know corkscrew plants trap tiny animals that can only be seen with a microscope? Fast fact. The plant's trapping leaves grow up to 6 inches long. Tiny animals crawl into the tubes. Once inside, there is no escape. The hairs allow the prey to travel farther in, but not back out. The animals are forced into a hollow chamber. There, digestive juices break down the prey. Then the plant absorbs its meal. Engineering in practice. Make a trap that uses inward-pointing hairs. Roll a flat slab of modeling clay. Cut 2 straws into 3 pieces each. Stand the pieces into the clay in a row, but at a low angle. Lay your hand flat on one end of the clay and push it gently towards the straw hairs. In one direction, your hand should glide over the hairs. In the opposite direction, it will be hard to escape. Dodder. The dodder is a deadly parasite. It cannot make its own food. Its seeds grow in shallow soil. To survive, it must latch on to other plants. It steals nutrients from inside their bodies. The dodder has no leaves. Its thin orange stems look like spaghetti. The stems grow upward by winding tightly around other plants. Little bumps on the sides of the stems invade the other plants. They then suck out nutrients from the inside their victims. This attack can be fatal to its prey. Fast fact. The dodder curls around its prey counterclockwise. No one is sure why. Did you know some dodder plants can make more than 16,000 seeds? These seeds can survive for up to 50 years in the soil. Strangler fig. Strangler figs live up to their gruesome name. They strangle other plants. A strangler fig starts growing on the branch of a tree. Over time, its long roots coil down and around the tree and into the ground. The roots take in water and nutrients from the soil. They grow thicker and thicker. They grip the tree tighter and tighter. This keeps the tree from taking in water and nutrients for itself. The tree slowly dies, and the strangler fig takes its place. Fast fact. Strangler fig's seeds are carried high into the tree in the droppings of animals that eat the plant's fruit. Did you know the strangler fig grows wide roots? These keep it from falling over once it has killed its victim. Engineering practice. Trees have tubes inside their trunks. These tubes carry water and nutrients up from the soil. Make this model to see how strangler figs kill trees. Stuff a cardboard tube with long straws. Try sucking up water through the straws. Attach some string to the top of the tube so they hang down the sides. Now wrap the string around the tube and pull them tight. What happens to the straws inside? Can they still suck up water? Puya. A prickly puya has a deadly secret. Its spiky leaves work like a barbed wire fence. They keep large animals from eating the flowers in the center of the plant. Fast fact. Animals as big as sheep have been victims of the puya's sharp spikes. Animals avoid the plant because the spikes are sharp and hard as daggers. If an animal gets caught on the spikes, it cannot escape. It slowly starves to death. Its corpse rots in the ground nearby. Nutrients from the animal's body wash into the soil. These help the puya grow. Did you know small birds squeeze between the Puya's spikes to feed on nectar? The birds then help spread pollen from one Puya to another. Angel's Trumpet. Angel's Trumpet is named for its trumpet-shaped flower. These colorful blossoms hang upside down like bells, but beware, this plant is a dangerous beauty. All parts of the angel's trumpet are deadly. The seeds hold the most poison. Just touching the plant or breathing its scent can be painful. Did you know some butterflies can eat angel's trumpet? They are not affected by the poison, which they store in their own bodies. This keeps animals from eating them too. If an animal eats a few bites of angel's trumpet, it becomes sleepy and confused. It may even hallucinate. Eating too much of the plant can be fatal. Fast fact: angel's trumpets are also called moonflowers. This is because the plant opens its blossom at night. Matchaneal Tree. With its towering branches and small green fruits, the Matchaneal tree looks welcoming. But do not look fooled. The Matchaneal is the world's most dangerous tree. All parts of the Matchaneal are poisonous. The tree oozes deadly white sap that burns the skin and leaves painful blisters. If the sap gets into a person's eyes, it can temporarily blind them. Eating the tree's poisonous fruit makes a person's body feel like it is on fire. Even a single bite can be deadly. Did you know, in the past, native people used the tree sap to poison the tips of their arrows? Fast fact: in Spanish, the Matchaneal fruit is called manzanilla de la muerte. This means little apple of death. Matchaneal fruit. Doll's eyes. The creepy doll's eyes plant looks like it's watching you. This plant grows shiny white berries on top of blood-red stems. The berries have small dark spots on the ends. They look like beady eyes. Did you know when birds eat the doll's eyes berries, its poison does not harm them? The birds later pass the seeds as waste. Then the seeds grow into new plants. These bitter berries contain deadly poison. Eating more than 5 or 6 berries can be fatal. If an animal eats them, its heart stops, but most animals leave the plants alone anyway because the berries taste so bad. Fast fact: the doll's eyes grow best in shady places. In a woodland, its eyes stand out in the gloom. Engineered to survive. Some plants live in places where the soil is poor. They trap insects and other animals to survive. They get the nutrients from their prey they need to live and grow. Some plants strangle other plants to get the support they need to grow. Some invade other plants to steal their food. Others stab, sting, or poison animals to keep them away. Many of these plants also taste bad. This warns animals not to eat them. Nature designed these killer plants to survive. Did you know? Some poisonous plants have bright red berries. This color warns animals to stay away. Fast fact: holly has hard, spiky leaves that poke animals that try to eat the plants. Killer plants.